Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to perform association rules analysis using R. Before we start analysis, we need to install two packages, as you see on the screen, A-Rules and A-Rules-Viz. And after you install the packages, use library function to activate these packages. And next we are going to use read.transactions command to upload the data. And here my data is equal to read.transactions. And as you see here, I use the C drive, C folder, because my data set is under C folder. You will need to make changes according to the location of the file on your computer. And make sure the specify format option is basket and the sep option is comma. And then here, Control Enter. Under Environments pane, you can see the data. We use inspect function to display the first 5 transactions. So let's type here inspect. And we are going to inspect my data frame and the first 5 transactions, Control Enter. Under Consoles pane, you can see the first 5 items in this dataset, or first 5 baskets in this dataset. So let me briefly explain the dataset. This dataset is collected by an electronic store on the last 100 transactions, and 5 possible products were purchased: a keyboard, an SD card, a mouse, a USB drive, and or a headphone. For example, transaction 1 shows that the customer purchased a keyboard, a mouse, and a headphone. This type of data is called a basket of products, which is often used in a market basket analysis. Next, we are going to type here item frequency and item frequency plot functions to see the frequency of the purchases for each item. So here we type item frequency and in the parentheses my data frame, and next we type item frequency plot and again my data. Let's do first item frequency, and you can see on the consoles pane the frequency of items. So the result indicate that headphones appear 31% of the transactions. So support for headphones is 0.31. And USB drive appear in only 19% of the transactions. So support for USB drive is 0.19. And let's see on a plot. Here on the screen, under plots pane, you can see the frequency plot. To perform the association rule analysis, we use a priori function. We set minimum values of sup, which represents support, and conf, which represents confidence, at 0.1 and 0.5 respectively. Practitioners usually experiment with different support and confidence thresholds to see whether or not interesting results might emerge. Inspecting the lift ratios, which we will do, can also help determine these thresholds. If you do not specify any parameter values, the default minimum support and confident values will be set at 0.1 and 0.8 respectively. We also set the min-len option to 2 to prevent R from displaying association rules without an antecedent. Let's call rules here, and then we type a priori, and here my data parameter is equal to list, in the parentheses min-len is equal to 2. We choose min-len option to 2 to prevent R from displaying association rules without an antecedent. And R support sup is equal to 0.1 and confidence conf is equal to 0.5. And here we make a mistake, delete this parentheses. This altogether min-len is equal to 2, sup 0.1 and conf 0.5 should be inside the list function, and then close the parentheses one more time and then Control Enter. To view the rules sorted by their lift ratios, we use the sort function to sort the rules. We use the by and decreasing options to sort by the lift ratio in descending order. So let's call sRules, which is sorted rules, is equal to first sort, and in the parentheses rules, and by lift. By lift is by their lift ratios, and we are going to choose here decreasing. Why? Because decreasing options, we want to sort them by descending, and decreasing is equal to true. And then Control Enter. So we have sorted rules here under environments pane, and now we type inspect S rules and Control Enter. So you can see the results under consoles pane. If we have a larger data set and the a priori function produces many association rules, we can visually inspect the rules using the plot function. The scatter plot makes it easy to identify the rules with high lift ratios, confidence values, and support values. So here we can type plot and then in the parentheses rules and Control Enter. And the rules with higher lift ratios are displayed in a more intense color. As the plot shows, two rules have high lift ratios, confidence values, and support values. So this is how we perform association rule analysis using R. Thank you for watching this video.